If you had to identify potential talent in just 30 seconds of looking at a profile, what would immediately catch your attention? Greetings, everyone. Here we are at SOA Proxima 2026 in association with Times Now. And I am Aafrin Tuba, welcoming you all to From the Resume Season 3, brought to you by SOA English Cafe in collaboration with SOA Photography Club. Today we have here along with us Miss Arya Khamparia, and she is the Manager Human Resources Business Partner of Reliance Jio. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank
Greetings,
you for having me here. And myself, Arya Khamparia. I am here currently as a manager HRBP at Reliance Jio from past 6 years, and also having a Kathak background at my uh, masters. And yeah,
It's quite an inspiring, ma'am, part of your.
thank
Ma'am, before we begin, ma'am, I would like to ask a question. Ma'am, how has been your experience in SOA Proxima till now?
Okay, so Swa, till now it's been great. A motivational speaker like Gopal Das sir, and we have witnessed him motivating the fresh crowd that we might be hiring with is amazing. And yeah, previous hirings have also been great.
I'm glad to hear that, ma'am. Hope we can keep up with your expectations.
Surely, likewise.
Ma'am, considering your entire journey, ma'am, as a manager and in Reliance Jio, ma'am, I would like to highlight some important aspects, and I would like to ask you something based on that.
Sure.
Ma'am, if you had to identify potential talent in just 30 seconds of looking at a profile, what would immediately catch your attention?
Okay. So, firstly, I would say to introduce someone without the things that has been already mentioned in CV. Okay, people don't mention their mistakes and what else they can have a potential on in the CV. So, how willingly they are portraying themselves is one of the thing that I can maybe just check in 30 seconds within the personality or within the introducing to themselves.
Truly insightful, ma'am.
Yeah.
I hope viewers can take insights and points according to their requirements. I'm moving on. Have you ever hired someone primarily because of their attitude, curiosity, or communication style, even if they weren't the most technically perfect candidate?
Definitely. At Reliance, we have like cross functional uh, managements and cross functional businesses where we willingly hire people who have an positive attitude towards work. Uh, Currently, in the scenario as AI is there, you do not have every skills. Every skills can be in every coding results can be found in the AI, but the right will and right positive attitude to grasp that and then take it forward is what one we thing we all as an HR look into.
That's a great takeaway to note. I'm considering what you mentioned before. Now, I would like to continue with the next. Many organizations today emphasize diversity and inclusion. So, how can companies maintain both diversity goals and merit based recruitment effectively?
Yeah. So till date, I think women ratio are still not 50% in each of the companies, but willingly not bifurcating any kind of role that only a guy can do, only a boys can do. I think that mindset needs to be changed. I think maybe more younger generation should be a part of the Apex team, which can take that diversity decision along with, and more women power should be there in the Apex team to enrich the goals and diversity in any kind of MNCs we work in.
It's a great point to note. Modernization comes from thoughts. Yeah. So, ma'am, do you believe that hiring for potential rather than just experience creates stronger teams in long term?
surely hiring with potential is only one thing nowadays which needs to be taken care of. As I previously also said, that AI is much more effectively coming into picture. So where we can see a potential candidate who can grasp the things as per the moving scenarios is one of the things which we should always look into. I think a good candidate can always uh, get and learn new skill set and work in cross-functional teams until and unless he's not willing to do so. So if the will is there, if the potential is there, any candidate can be a good candidate as per his positive.
That's a great point. Willpower can take you to any levels.
Yes.
Ma'am, then building on these points, ma'am, I would like to ask you something, maybe a last question for today.
Sure.
Ma'am, many candidates say that hiring process can feel like a black box.
Mhm.
How can companies make recruitments more transparent and human?
Okay. This is an interesting question. I think, yeah, but so hiring might be a black box because there is no visibility towards the student. I think if companies can acquire some of the student coordinator or TPO coordinators from the college, and then proper process has been shared on the written or uh, when the results have also been shared, they can share it very not in an anonymous that maybe a 60% have been passed out. They should share it properly that which student have scored what and on what grounds they are selecting that particular student. I think if the visibility of the process is given to the students prior and post of their interviews, I think that will be a good uh, say for the students also.
That's quite informative. Viewers, for smooth recruitment, please note down the points. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, ma'am. We got to learn a lot from you. Ma'am, from your experience, our future generation would be able to map their careers.
Thank you.
Thank you, viewers, for joining us today. I hope your questions were answered. For such future insights, stay tuned with SOA English Cafe.